Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc has one thing on the two other games in the series. Now, when you ask someone what their favorite Danganronpa game is, they'll probably pick one of these two, and I'm one of those people. I personally think that Danganronpa 2 is the best game in the series. Video on that later. What's this one thing you ask? Well, atmosphere. In fact, I'll even go so far as to say there will never be another Danganronpa game like Trigger Happy Havoc again. I'm going to present this argument in 3 acts. Player knowledge, setting, and characters. Going into Danganronpa, I honestly didn't know what to expect. I knew the very basics of what it was, and I knew it was brutal, but I honestly never expected for it to be what it was. This is something that you just can't have in the next 2 games. By that point, the player already knows what's up. I don't think anyone was falling for the beginning of Danganronpa 2. Coming from Ace Attorney, where cute young girl sidekick is a recurring theme, I didn't expect Sayaka to be the first to go. In fact, I wasn't fully up to the series tricks until about midway through the second game, but the shock value is no longer there once we see the first murder, first execution, first breakdown, and first double murder. Not saying that there isn't any shock value in the next 2 games, just that it isn't the same shock. Danganronpa as a series only had one shot to make a first impression, and they did it right. The next one is a pretty easy one, the setting. Hope's Peak Academy is an objectively more suffocating setting than either Jabberwock Island or the Academy from V3. And it's for a pretty obvious reason. In the other 2, or 3 in this case, games, you can go outside. In Danganronpa 1, you have no idea what things are like outside. All the windows are bolted shut and there's no exit. You really feel trapped. This contrasts heavily with Danganronpa 2. You're on a tropical island. Kinda hard to make the player feel trapped there. Sure, there's the ocean, but at least we get some vitamin D. Honestly, I wasn't completely sure if they would ever escape the school, even though deep down I knew they'd have to eventually. I haven't really felt this way in a game before. Well, I am right now with Zero Escape. Check it out if you want, up to the right. Characters in Danganronpa 1 feel the most real out of any of the games. They're still anime, but not so over the top. I don't think anyone is expecting to meet someone like Gundam or Korekiyo in real life. This really adds to the atmosphere of the game because it allows you to have a deeper connection. As the games went on, the characters got more and more unrealistic, and this isn't to say that Danganronpa 1 characters are the most realistic. I mean, Sakura has like 0.01% body fat. It's just to say that they're the most real-feeling they've ever been. I honestly don't think I could pick a single favorite character from V3, as that's when they really went ham on making the characters over the top. I could maybe name 3 characters I liked the most. If you asked me to pick my favorites from 1 and 2, I could do it at ease. Seriously, here's my favorites from the first game, and here's my favorites from the second game, and here's my single favorite from each of them. But back on topic. When a character dies in Trigger Happy Havoc, and even in Goodbye Despair to a slightly lesser degree, it's more like losing a real person. Obviously I still made connections with the characters in 2 of course, and 3, and I was definitely still sad at a lot of the body discoveries. It just doesn't feel the same. This could be a product of series burnout, seeing all the tricks over and over. I don't think I'll ever get the rush of seeing the first body discovery again. This was a shorter video compared to what I usually aim for, but I'm going to start working on something bigger after this, and this was something I'd wanted to talk about for a while. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in the something bigger, so I'd subscribe if you'd like to see it. I'm aiming for a Saturday release, but it may take a bit longer. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like as well. It helps a small creator like me out. Have a good one.